Go and go. Good hit in. Ow. Yeah, okay, that's staggered out my character. That's gonna do a lot of damage. Ah, shit. Oh, that's a red stagger. That's not good. Hello everyone and welcome to Limbus Company, the Project Moon third game, which is the sequel to Lobotomy Corporation and Library of Runa, with the only difference is that the first one is a monster management game, the second one is a RPG game, and the third, which is Limbus Company, is actually a gacha game. Well, I say gacha game, but after playing it for almost a week, it felt more of an RPG, with gachas just so happened to be in the mechanic. Anyways, the reason I'm making this video is it's not actually a review, I just wanted to show off the gameplay a little bit. Let's start. What is the premise about? So, you are Dante, or at least you play as Dante, a manager for a clock for a face, in charge of the 12 sinners, which is based on the classic literature. For example, Ismail, which is the name of the narrator for Moby Dick, and False, which is false, like the book itself, literally him and his demon. For this case, is a hot girl and a bus. Besides the 12 sinners, there's also two other characters which is originally came from the webcomic, I think between the near the end of Library of Runa and Limbus Company itself. Alright, what else can I talk about the game? Let's talk about the important part of this, which is the gacha. Okay, so well, if you have played other gacha game before, you know how you roll for new characters, for like better units and stuff like that. This one is a little bit different. It's because you own all 12 units in your possession. The only difference is you are rolling for identity. It is similar to how Library of Runa does it, where it's based on different book and you equip those books itself. Well, in this case, you equip different alter egos, which is essentially changes the property of how you fight, different skills, as well as different resistance. And also, unlike Library of Runa, you don't exactly build your own deck. These identities has a skill on its own, which usually is 3, but you only get the initial 2 until you upgrade them. The other part of the gacha itself that you also roll for EGO, which I'm pretty sure some of you are familiar, a very powerful equipment that you can only harvest it for Anomaly itself. They are technically in this game versions of the superpower. Now, the one thing I do have to mention is that the other difference in this gacha, you don't roll for duplicates. Whenever you get a duplicate, you get a resource known as the I guess it's considered threats itself, but it's a ego shot based on the character. For example, since I already have his 3-star, well, this one uses a 3-circle kind of thing. It's kind of a little bit weird. This three circles are essentially something like a UR or SSR as you call it. The 2 stars are the SR, and the 1 stars are basically your basic equipment itself. So whenever you already have the item, you get ego shot. And I had a duplicate for the 3 circles, so I got 50 shots for it. These shots can be exchanged if you have enough for different identity that you do not possess. So obviously the triple circle needs 400. As you can see, I only had 84 for this character itself, which I believe is Ismail symbol. And 150 for the I'm actually pretty close on this one. Yeah, 150 for the 2 circles one. Now, I mentioned about you don't get duplicates for limit break. That's entirely also not true, because you do kind of limit break them. The way you do limit break in this one, you need something called a thread. How do you get them? Well, there is a future update that will feature a dungeon that you can farm for these guys. As of now, or at least as of this week, you can exchange the ego shot for them. I can exchange them, and it's 1-to-1 itself. I need 80 to upgrade them, so let's go to 80. So just enough. Now I limit break them. The max limit break you can go up to 3. And once you reach the third one, they will have a new artwork for it. For the higher tier one, it will be animated a bit. Okay, and not only that, you also get to feature a bit of story of the alter ego of the universe they are in. They are technically based on faction from the LC universe itself. Now, not only that, you can also level them out, but I believe once you're only past chapter 2, you'll be able to farm, which I also get to that a little bit sooner. This ticket itself is what you use to upgrade their levels. And the max level for an identity so far has been 30. You know what? While we're here, I'm just going to do a little gacha. You know, I have not gotten this character yet. I was an idiot. I've been rolling on standard for a while because, you know, I wanted to see if I can get other characters. Alright, let's roll. Right, let's go. Okay, 2. So I have maybe 2 of them. That is 2 circles, lady. Okay, let's go with that. Alright, that's new. That is a 2 circle dragon. Okay. Dragon. Alright, there we go. So duplicates will give you some shot. Depending on what the rarity is, it may give you more. So the 2 circle one for Faust is 15. I do not have a duplicate for 3 circle, so I do not know how much shot that is. I think it was 50 if I recall correctly. Alright, let's go one more time, eh? There is a goal here, so I may have gotten another 3 circle. That, oh, it could be a duplicate. Oh, there we go. So, I got it? Okay, so looking at the art, this is not a identity. What I got is a EGO, which is, like I said, it's like a superpower thing. That's another new identity. I have not gotten it yet. Alright, not bad. Alright, let's get into combat, eh? So, I will not be going through the story. I'll let you guys try it out yourself if you're interested. But at this moment, this version of Limbus Company have 3 chapters, with the 4th I believe is coming in May according to the roadmap itself. So instead, we're going to the Mirror Dungeon. Now, Mirror Dungeon is essentially your actual farming place. As of now, there will be 2 more coming for you to farm the thread, for you to limit break, and a actual, you know, the EXP farming dungeon itself. Alright, at the beginning, it lets you choose a EGO gift, which obviously is beneficial to you. Then next, you have to choose 3 sinners to accompany you. As you go along the way, you get to recruit more. So, say I will be choosing Faust, Roshu, and let's get Dragon, right? Since I already got his identity. And then next up, click on them and then choose your identity. So they are based off the whether or not if you limit break them. However, all of them will start out at level 10. So this technically is a great way to test out, you know, identities if you feel like you want to use your EXP ticket on them. But in my opinion, is well recommended try to max out all your identity if you can, because not necessarily a 3 circle identity is better than the 2 star one. It depends on what kind of fight you're going for. It is a project mode classic kind of trial and error kind of fights. This was supposed to be not a review video, but I found out that the more I talk, the more I realized that it's starting to feel like one. Anyways, let's get on to it. So, what is a Mirror Dungeon? It is a roguelike gameplay where, if you're familiar with it, you choose a path to tackle, and then, you know, random stuff will happen. So, for example, I get to choose. This is not much of a choice, so I either fight 1 or fight 2 or fight 3. The enemy itself is also randomized. Enemies are based off what you have encountered in the story, or at least in the current story itself. So, you could be unlucky and fight a boss at the beginning of it for all you know. Alright, here is the, you know, the meat and blood of the game, the combat. So if you have played their previous entry, this seems very familiar. And why it seems familiar? Because it looks, or at least the setup looks exactly like Runa. The only difference in this one, you don't play cards. Instead, there is a new system where you pick the skill you want through these chains and then connect them. There are 2 types of combats. The first one, essentially, I would call it a human combat, or at least the normal combat. And then the second one is the Anomaly battles. The human combat itself is more straightforward. Unlike Runa's kind of fight, you don't pick the card and then select who you fight. Instead, these are predetermined combat itself. The only thing that may change is based on whether or not you choose to defend. So in this case, what you want to do is choose the best skill from here to determine. So for example here, dominating. This is already a calculation for you where there is a high chance for you to win a clash. Everything is about the clashes itself. You don't get to attack alone unless they are 1 man down and you're overwhelming them with number. There is a lot of other factors into this, but I will not go into them because that would take another video to explain whatsoever. And obviously, I might have to also analyze it a bit because I'm still not considered proficient in explaining what it is. The only thing you need to do, or at least in layman term for this for now, is that you want to choose your best skill and determine whether or not you will win a clash. Now, another thing before I click the battle itself is something called resonating. So, if you choose the same scene, which is identified by color itself, you will do more damage. I do not know it affects whether or not if you battle your coin, which is also another thing. But as of now, if you manage to choose, say, 3, you get something called the absolute resonate, where, you know, it further increase your skill. That is passive skill based on color. On the left side here, say I have 2 orange, so you need 2 orange itself to gain 4 poise count and gain 2 hazes. These are like a condition of what you activate. Once you select it, as per usual, you click start. And as what I always said, go. They also made it a lot faster as well. In human battle, once the clash starts, they will all fight at the same time. I think the only exception where they go one-on-one is when you're using a much stronger attack, or maybe when the speed itself is slightly so. I actually do not know how they determine that whatsoever. If you guys have noticed something here, these are essentially your resources. What these resources do is that they are used to activate your EGO ability. If you hold down the button here, this is where all the location of the EGO that you can use. Now, I can't use them because I require 2 greens and 4 blue. That was quick. Let me do that again. There we go. 2 greens and 4 blue. So I need to use 4 types of blue attacks and 1 more green to be able to use them. Let's see if there's anyone that has it. Probably not. Yeah, no. This requires 2 fire. And so happens I have 2 fire here to use. But it depending on how this battle go, I might have already win this one already. So let's go. Yep, there we go. Essentially, a powerful attack will also let you see usually a single kind of fight. Alright. And another weird thing here, I'm gonna pause this real quick, is something called coins itself. So coins are something also new to this game, where it also determines how much damage you can cause, or at least how much damage you add to the base. They are also, in layman's term, it's how many times you can lose in a clash before you lose the ability to attack. The deciding factor is that you get hit or you hit somebody with it. And there we go, he's dead. So now there is a low morale. So another thing they added is the sanity thing, which is determined by this blue. So blue means that, you know, I have full sanity, which is on 45. There is also something called a negative sanity, which is obviously minus 45. You will roll like shit if you're at low morale. Another thing that sanity do is that they you also use EGO. What you want to do, if you have max, if you can, use them as much as you possibly could, because they're not only powerful, but they also give you a lot of benefit. Well, provided you have resources on your own. One problem, I mean, you could use them on low sanity. However, there is a chance that they perform something called a corroded EGO, where you do a lot more powerful attack, but you have no control over your sinner. Okay, well, I guess you don't get to see the EGO attack because, you know, that guy was really low. Alright, so next. Question marks are essentially like an event thing. For a human plus means that this is already a fixed event. So if I go through here, stand in front of one. So right now I already have one choice itself, but eventually there is an event will let you give more choices where, you know, determine whether you fail or pass. You seem to lose consciousness. When you came to your sense, you found yourself in a dreamscape of infinite selves. There you encounter those places between limitless possibilities beyond the mirrors. This is technically a law regarding the alter dimension and obviously the other alter egos itself. Event sinner recruitment. So like that symbol mentioned, that is already a guarantee you'll be able to recruit somebody within your 12 sinners itself. Let's go with Sinclair. Okay, so the first stage of the mirror dungeon, you only get to choose 3 people in your fight. Well, as you go to the second, third, it increased by 1. So bring him since I already recruited him. Alright, here we go. Here's another human battle. Not to mention the music. Oof, still love the music. Not gonna lie, the one thing that I love Project Moon for it is the music they always conduct. And the sound effects. Sound effects actually sounds a lot more brutal. If I start talking and you can hear it. Okay, so another thing I forgot to mention is the way how stagger works. Staggers are combined into your health itself. So you see these lines? Let's say, for example, you take enough damage to the point it reaches yellow itself, you'll be staggered. And if we continue taking damage all the way to red, you obviously get red or green stagger. The more stagger you have, the more damage you take. It's also a lot more gory as well. And like Library Runa, I'm also losing. Wonderful. That. Go. Yep, there we go. Wonder Clash. Let's put the mouse down real quick. There we go. So if you also saw, all the points disappear on the other side. So that means I am free to hit them. And that was staggered, so you can't do anything. And that killed him completely. Alright, that was pretty quick. All the cans are purple. I actually don't know what anomaly this is based on. It might be something, one existing one, or it might be original. This last part. So this one usually means that it's a powerful human fight or an anomaly fight usually. The end of the third dungeon is always ends you fighting with an actual anomaly itself. And go. Okay, I already lost that one, alright, that's good. And because of how this one works, right, you don't really get to pay attention to whether or not if they're doing well. All you need to know if your character is getting hit, you know your role is trash. That. Right, good. That's it. Guarding. Wait, that should stagger him? No, it wouldn't reach. Yep, there we go, stagger. It reaches the yellow bar. If it can go to red, I'll do more damage from that. Alright, I can use one easier. So let's see if I cannot kill the guy, you know, before the easier happens. So if you see here, it replaces the bottom itself. And if I further enhance it, it will do more damage. Not by a lot, but you know, it's good enough. Alright, there we go. So that did only one damage. That's alright, that killed it off anyway. Honestly, I like Faust's identity for this one. It's just Slight Tackle. Is my basic one also Slight Tackle it? But you know, I barely use the basic one anymore. Second one, okay. Alright, there is one anomaly battle right here. This is technically a small one, not an actual boss. I hope it's not a boss, but you know, we'll have to see when I reach there. There we go, still as disturbing as ever. Look at that guy with a shield for a face and an eye. Alright, so welcome to Anomaly Battle, where it's a little bit different from the human one. As you can see, this chain no longer exists. So it's back to the way how Library Runa does it. You have determined speed that you can redirect and you can choose who to attack. The only difference, as I said, you don't have cards. So you're stuck with 2 to 3 skills itself. And that's everyone attacking you, Gregor. Man, you're in for beating. 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay, I can kind of redirect most of it. So let's go with this real quick. Dominating 40%, 25%. I can do more damage with this. So let's redirect that. Let's get you to... Who are you again? Okay. And redirect that. And you redirect. Only favor, huh? Alright, that'll work. Go. Right. That already, so that's not bad. Okay, hit that. That. Now that should do enough damage to kill it. No, that was stagger it. It didn't kill. Go. That should kill. It's like Decker, stagger, do more damage. Right. It's only one guy, so I'm just gonna let it auto choose for me. Right, there we go. Normally battle 1. Oh boy, Templars, huh? Actually, I would not say this is as bad. There's actually an enemy type that is worse, where they can just regenerate if you don't do enough damage to them. However, as you can see back there, I'm already losing one of the fights. He got staggered instantly. Alright, I got 2 stagger. I still think that's kind of a win-ish. Go. I think one of the problem with the Anomaly battle is that if you actually do lose this and you do get stagger, there is literally no way to save your guy from getting hit while, you know, the next round itself. So you just need to really pray you don't die from that fight. Like tackle, let's stagger it. That should do more damage now. Yep. The machine seems to be well maintained. Not a single speck of dirt rested on its surface. Behind the display, you see ampules containing liquids of various color like red, green, and white. Carefully get on the co-operating table. So this is technically just a guaranteed power up menu. And because I'm stage 2, I think I get to power up 2 sinners if I recall correctly. Right, yeah, so I get to level up 2. So let's go with... Oh, let's full max you up, eh? Now, you could always just use the same sinner to, you know, do all the battles for you. But I tend to like to switch around a little bit just to spice it up. But I'm pretty sure there are harder battles eventually where you need the actual composition. Like this song? I like this song. Let's go with this. You need some blue. And go. Right. On that clash, we hit in. Let's just stagger it. Oh, kill it. That's beautiful, actually. Let's kill it as well. Okay, wasn't expecting that, honestly. Except for one who lost the battle. A little bit disappointing. And go. That should really kill it now. If you guys are familiar, this is technically the red shoe or the red heels anomaly, but this one they call it the pink one. Right, now we have on the third dungeon, which is a lot longer. Because since we're also doing our, like, technically the first mirror dungeon itself, I think in the future, once I unlock more of it, there will be a lot more complicating and less forgiving as well. Yeah, go. Well, as you can see as well, with more people, it gets a lot more messier to see. So you don't know who's winning. The only purpose of this video is just to really show off the game itself. Will I be able to do more videos from this? We'll see. If there is a actual like anomaly boss fight, I might just record once in a while for this. Otherwise, it's just a daily gacha game that I play. I can clearly see that one's losing though. Gregor, what are you doing? You're supposed to be winning a fight. It stagger low morale as well. So when you're low morale, it means that you can barely do any fights. So I'm just gonna simply give the chain. Alright, let's go. The actual anomaly battle. Okay, it's a anomaly battle, but it was one of the way that I'm hoping not to fight actually. I was hoping to show a much nicer looking one, or a much nicer fight, but this is actually almost the same as a standard anomaly battle at this point. Go. Ow, yeah, bloody free hit in. Nice, stagger it. Ow. Ow. Nope. Right. Bad damage. Nice, nice. You won all the clash here. You are good. Go. Beat him up. Beat him up. Right. Let's split this up again. I am going to use Egio. So another thing that you could go with, what you could do is, let's say if a clash is not in your favor, a Egio is usually a guarantee win. Usually a guarantee win, not exactly 100% sometimes. For example, I got neutral, so I want to increase that chance. I do not have enough, so guys, that's not happening. My bad, disregard what I said. Let's use it to take you up. And go. Nice, nice, okay. Go in. Did he win 2 more? Oh, there we go. As long she doesn't like lose that one clash of hers, then she should be able to keep going. Should kill. Yep. Hit in. Nice. That should kill? No? Didn't kill? Alright. So I chose the wrong target. In the end, that EGO didn't went through. Unfortunately. But that's a lot of fucking lines all of a sudden. And go. Nice. Nice. Okay, he has a weakness to piercing. Not bad, but still that didn't do as much damage as I hoped it was. Guess the percentage isn't as high. 2 EGO in a row. Get fucked, I guess. Nice, that's staggering him as well. Hit. I got free hit in, however. Okay, event. So sometimes Anomaly battles will force you into an event where you need to make a choice. Per usual, if you fail, bad things will happen. If you succeed, good things will happen. Incredible suspicious for some reason, struggling to decide what to do. What do you say? I forgot what you do if you put on the shoe. So I am in no danger of losing yet. I'm gonna put on the shoe to find out what it does. Because I think refuse was something that was it was a positive thing if I recall correctly. Rest your fascination, those ribbons has turned into shiny pairs of... I mean, I knew what a red shoe would do if you put it on. I just wanted to find out what it does in this version. Now everybody will be able to go where they want. Probably. Does that increase slashing damage? It doesn't say anything about that. Here's another thing also I forgot to mention is that you can essentially gain back sanity if you win clashes. The only time where you lose sanity is when you use an EGO or a one of your team member dies. So gaining back sanity is pretty easy as long as you don't fuck up your clash. Staggered. This is something I haven't seen before since I just gotten it only. That heal? Yeah, okay, that's a healing one. That's nice. And he's dead. And that's it. That's the Anomaly fight. It looks simple enough, but it's also because of this Anomaly that I'm fighting. Alright, then we finish our mirror dungeon. So, what you do, and obviously this is what it tells you, you get 100%. You gain extra Battle Pass XP. Well, 5 per week. A upgrade ticket. This will change soon in the upcoming patch. And your choice of Ego Shot. This is essentially what you want to have to either buy new based on what your character choice is. So this one itself lets you choose which character Ego Shot you want. And this one obviously is random. And is also obviously the most. So far, I know one I want to choose, but I am pretty close in one of the characters, so I am going to choose this one and put it on Faust. Oink, oink. Okay, I still need to clear 3 stages here. Hard click battle, I need to put him in the fight. And I got a new EGO. This is Sinclair's one. Alright. The Doom Clock one. Okay. Extra 300. That, then... Okay, so this one is something you're gonna have to study, or at least you have to find out that which character is what shot. I kind of knew most of it already. I could make mistake as well. So Faust is the one I need. I guess if you click on it also, it has the name. So you have to pay, you have to know what are the names as well. I got 8 of this. After that, since this is random, I'm just gonna open all of it already. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is that since I have enough, I'm gonna claim this one. Confirm.
신속하게 처리해드리도록 하죠.
Alright, I did another run. So I'm by the 3rd stage of the Mirror Dungeon, and hopefully we'll be able to fight a different Anomaly fight. Well, as you can also see that this is quite a bad run for me. I already lost 2 units and a bunch of upgrades. So gonna oh boy, it might be a very high chance for me to lose here. And let's say if you do lose, well, there goes those rewards. You do get the rewards, but it will be a lot lower. Yep, there we go. A new Anomaly fight. Okay, this is the one I wanted to show. The Ebony Queen. Go and go. Good hit in. Nice. Unopposed, that's still fine. Ow. Yeah, okay, that's staggered out my character. That's gonna do a lot of damage. Ah, shit! What? That's a red stagger. That's not good. Struggling. Alright, let's go with this. Both are struggling. Do you have any EGO you can't use? Okay, so I'm gonna have to pray really hard that you'll be able to win this fight. Alright, should do enough damage.
거치적거리지만 마. 여행엔 목적이 있었지.
Nice. Stagger that part. I forgot which part was it, but I did stagger someone. The only exception is that Anomaly doesn't have sanity bar, so they cannot have low morale or panic. A heart torn into thousands of pieces must be kept from all eyes, thus it burrow into the ground and tangle itself. Yet someone has to pull out these thorny roots as there is no wound that can remain unearthed. Sinners gave each other looks, being caught in piercing sharp pain was something to avoid even in one's dreams. Rough. Alright, let's see who has it. All of them have it. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's go with you. The threshold is 6. Should be a problem. 2 points, right? Let's both fail, then I'll be very upset. Okay, it's nice. Enhance were the doubts of others and just realized that while injury may heal, distrust might take root deep in their hearts. Right, effects of entangling roots expired. You at least got a free hit in. Go. Nice. They also give it 3 paralyze, so I should be able to make his coin not move at all. Nice. Go. Nice. Nice. You won that clash. Beautiful. Stagger him. Okay, 1 part broken. No. Oh shit. Okay, you lost that one. Should be fine. You have health to survive it. You're not close to being staggered as well. That's still good. Alright, I have enough to do some EGO attacks. Let's see if I can bring out 2. I cannot bring out 2, so this will have to do. I don't know if this one has resistance now to think about it. It doesn't have a resistance to green. Alright, that's fine. There are times where you probably also need to defend if you're not in the battle favor itself, but I haven't found that time yet, other in chapter 3. Chapter 3 is where it really hits the bed. Go. Okay, that one? Yeah, I should win. How does it feel that I'm using your bloody power against you? Nice, I think I staggered one thing. Nice, nice. Should break that one soon. Yep, that's broken. That might kill it. No, not yet. Quite low in HP, so I've broken 1 part. And go. It should kill. Yep, there we go. Won the Anomaly fight. Whew. Alright, I think that is all for the video. So far, as I said before, that despite this being a gacha game, it felt more like a proper RPG. It just so happens to, uses the gacha mechanic. Well, continue playing this game. Oh, definitely. I'll treat this as another gacha game in my library, which I have like at least 4 of them to go through. Maybe when there's an Anomaly boss battle, I might make a video depending on how interesting they do it. Or maybe event chapter. We'll see. So if you guys are interested in Limbus Company, the game is already out on your respective Play Store, iOS or Android, and also on Steam if you prefer to play on the PC itself. It runs quite well, I would say. Maybe a bit stuttery when the battles start, but I think that Project Moon can fix it in the future. So anyways, this is Grimrex signing off. I'll see you guys next time. Not in Limbus Company. Maybe another video. Bye!